looking. The air out here is better than the air in here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You need any coaches talk? Tell them.
How's it going, Mr. Newman? What's up, Ty?
Come on. He legs out a double in the first game. Legs it out. Next at bat, single.
So Tony Ward said that. I ain't say that though. Tony Ward said that.
That's because he got a little beat by it. All right, let's go. Bring it in. Hey, Kyler, little starter. Let's go.
Well, it's a beautiful Wednesday evening here for the second game of our Double Dip BTA. Back again, this time against Iron. As we're getting started here, we got Lance on the mound. Elbow starts things off with a strike. Wes Shannon behind the plate across the infield, left to right. Jake, Tommy, Shavante, Arion, and Dre. As Tyler hits that one just past Dre's reach. In the outfield for BTA, left to right, it's Lil B, Brew, and Ron. And then batting here for Iron, leading things off, Tyler Atkins, the left fielder. Then Nate Kremkow, Chapo Bolinas, Lane Neiman, Memo Morales, Matty Toomey, Mark Kollega, Joe Wygos, Nick Wind, and CJ Natupski. So now that we've gotten the formals out of the way, we'll get the first batter out of the way. A pop out to second. Atkins to Arion for out number one. So Kremkow here just with tape on his thumb. Now we've had quite a few Iron games, so we've had the entire journey / saga, whatever you want to call it, of the thumb of Nate Kremkow. Hits that one high into center. Brew under, makes the catch. As we settle in here, looking over towards the chat, I see Nathaniel's name. I see Amelie, I see Lee checking in. Glad to have you all with us on this beautiful Wednesday evening live from the Park District of Forest Park. 2 down here for Chapo. Chapo playing second base today. Elbow saying to the bench, you don't got to tell me a thing. It's been fun listening to those guys chirp over there as Chapo hits this to the left side. Blackwell over towards the line. Down to a knee, makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down there for Iron. Nothing doing as we head to the bottom of the first in BTA coming up. So bottom of the first here for BTA. It's going to be Ron, Lil B, Wes, Brew, Tommy, Dre, Cap, Jake, Arion, and Lance. Defensively for Iron, it's going to be CJ on the mound, Mark behind the plate, Memo at third, Nate at short, Lane in short center, Chapo and Joe on the right side, and then across the outfield, Tyler, Nick, and Maddie. A very warm evening here in Forest Park. This softball announcer is Exhausty Sauce. Busy day over at the pool. Come on down to the Park District of Forest Park Aquatic Center. We got all sorts of cool stuff. Slides, concessions, a brand new splash pad with a giant gumball bucket, all sorts of candy, water features. As Ron getting Oscar to put the inning on the board. Now that they've got the formality set, we'll get the first batter of this inning. Good strike there to start things off from CJ. Ron hits that to left. Tyler a few steps over, makes the catch in a similar spot that Blackwell made the catch to end the inning. So Blackwell takes a strike. Just missed deep. That one over Nate's head into left. Tyler gets the ball in quickly. Over to Lane in the middle. The mustachioed man flips it to CJ, and we've got a runner on first with 1 out. Wes hits that one over to Chapo, throws to Lane at second for the lead. So Wes trades places with Blackwell. 2 down now. Here's Brewer. So they're going to get Blackwell running for Wes. So they sent out the last out. Blackwell came over to run, but he was a force out. He wasn't the last batted out. Ron was the last batted out. Either way, trading speed for speed. Little deep there. 2-1, throw goes over to first. Joe just kind of reaches out and shrugs. Kind of gave him that, come on, man. Brewer hits that one just over Chapo's head. Ron into third. Throw goes to Lane. Lane throws home. Mark with it. Tags him on the hip. If he would have slid, he very likely would have been safe, but he's cut down at home. No run scores. A good job there from BTA to get that one in, or from Iron to get that one in quickly to stop the BTA threat. We're all knotted up at 0 as we head to the second. Yeah, that was one of those plays where it looked like he was, Ron was just hoping to catch him napping. You see it a lot where a lackadaisical throw goes in or there's no communication, and that split second of miscommunication usually allows the runner to come around and score. But the ball went to Lane. Lane came and fired it home, and Lane hits that one off Lance's hands, off Arion's hands. If this was pinball, he'd be in the bonus. But as I was saying, the ball went to Lane, and Lane launched it home, made a perfect throw over to Mark Kulaga as Memo waves up to the screen. Fan of the show. Avid Twitch viewer. Hits that one over to Ron in right, ranging back under, makes the catch. But yeah, in terms of that play, I would say more times than not, you see that the throw will go to short center or something, kind of slow turnaround, and by that point the runner's almost home. So something we see pretty often. That time it worked out well for the defense. Matty Toomey, the right fielder, up with 1 out. Toomey ropes that one to Brewer. Brewer slides on both knees and makes the catch. That one was smooth. Nice catch there from the BTA center fielder. Every week I wax poetic about how hard it is to slide and maintain your rhythm and momentum through the ground. And Brewer there sliding on both knees and securing the catch with no bobble. Good hands there from the big man in center. Mark Kulaga up here. Made the tag out at home. A close play, but the lack of a slide definitely made the out possible. There's a strike from Lance. Just missed, and Kulaga gets walked. So Neiman over to second. Almost forgot he was over there after the 2 outs, the 2 fly outs. Kulaga walks. Neiman just kind of put his head down and walked over. First and second here with 2 outs for Joe. That one off the plate. Beautiful pitch there from Elbow. Joe gets under that one, pops it up to Samuels on the infield, makes the catch for out number 3. So a good opportunity there for Iron, but BTA with the lockdown defense. We head to the bottom of the second, all knotted up at 0. BTA coming up. So both squads locked in at the moment. BTA sending 4, 5, 6 to the plate right now. It's going to be Brew, Tommy, and Dre. Sorry, I guess Tommy and Dre. Oh yeah, Brew is the last. Last out. Forgot he. So sorry, Tommy, Dre, and Cap. That one rolled over to short. Tommy not running, so easy throw from short for the first out. A little frustration there from Washington. That one off CJ's hands, tips it to himself for out number 2. Good play there from Natupski. CJ doesn't move too well, but inside that catch radius, he can get it, hand on it, kick it pretty quickly, pretty well with the best of them. Seen him deflect a lot in these iron games we've been doing. Quite a few iron games we've been broadcasting. Samuels hits this one into left center. Big turn around first. Good job by Wind. Got a hand on it quickly and fired it in to keep Samuels at first. Cap's got a 2-out single. So runner on first, 2 outs for Jake. Takes a strike. Fastball from CJ. Jake hits that one just past CJ. Chapo gets a hand on it, throws it into second. Wisely freezes at third. Lane with good awareness again up the middle. Jake with a little limp. Looks like he's going to get a runner. Let's see in the chat. Iron is in a rebuilding stage with many younger players. This is true. Yeah, Iron a very young team. Pretty much outside from your infield corners. Your defense is very young out there. Is that one from Gibson up the middle to Neiman. Steps on second for the out, so the scoring threat erased once again. Both teams locked in defensively after 2. We got goose eggs on the boards, my friends. We head to the third. So top 3 here. Iron stepping to the plate. It's going to be Nick Wind, CJ, and then Tyler. So 2 up, then back to the top. How well do those obnoxious train squeals come through on the field mic? Wind hits this one into right center. Brewer chasing it over. Good range there from Brew for out number 1. CJ up now in the scoreless battle. Two one here to CJ. Hits that one, foul to the left side. CJ lifts that one to Brewer in center. So 2 down, back to the top. Tyler flips that one foul. Over towards Pito in the macaroni socks. We got to start doing, like, instead of jersey swaps after major sports events, sock swaps. As Tyler chops that one down to first, he puts his head down and sprints, but Dre able to step on first. 3 up, 3 down on the 3 unassisted. Heading to the bottom 3, BTA coming up, all knotted up at 0. Sweaty indeed, a whole lot of threes that last half inning. Tree up, tree down in the turd. It's like a dream scenario for Pat Foley. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, BTA looking to break the tie. They're going to have 10, then top. It's going to be the pitcher Lance, then Ron and Lil B. Little deep to Lance. That one finds the zone. Lance hits that one down the line, foul. That one over to short. Nate ranging back in the hole, throws high to first. Good hustle from Lance, finds himself with a leadoff single, and we're back to the top of the order here. So Ron up with a runner on first. It's going to be Arion running for Lance. Solid trade. Ron hits that one to left. Tyler with it. Throw back to second. So 1 down, Blackwell in. There's a strike. Blackwell took that one deep into the zone, then tried to flip it, but maybe caught that one a bit too deep. Gonna say big hole on second, almost as if they're missing a player. Blackwell hits this one deep into center. Wynn chases it back, makes the catch. A little bit too high from CJ. West hits that one just off Lane's hand into right. Toomey with it. Big turn around. They let the ball go through. Another close play at the plate, and he is out. Great throw in right field from Matty Toomey. Cuts him down for the third out. So once again, another good defensive play eliminates the scoring threat. We're still tied up at 0 as we head to the top of the fourth. I said about an inning ago that I was exhausty sauce, but plays like that get the heart pumping. I am wide awake now, as is the Iron sideline, as we wait to get a third baseman here. Credit to Mr. Neiman, held him up and said, "Hey, you want a third baseman?" It's going to be Nate, Chapo, and Lane here. So let's see if little Lane Neiman can cash in on the big Lane Neiman karma points. Fly ball into left center. Blackwell over, makes the catch. Thank you for the compliment on the music. I got a stream deck up here, and I just recently learned how to be able to randomize that, so got about 150 songs in there to take us through our breaks. If you got any requests, feel free to send them over to the page. I'll try to make it happen. So Chapo up with 1 out. Got that right wrist taped as well as the right ring finger. Hits this one into left. Blackwell with the range, makes the catch and flips to Washington. So quick 2 outs, and here's Lane Neiman. Hadn't seen him in the last few Iron games we've done, so glad to see the mustache is doing as well as ever. Here's a strike. Lane hammers that one into left with a 2-out single. Hit that one hard. Oh, Blackwell's on the, he's a BTA player. So Memo takes a strike. 2 outs, runner on first. Memo hits that one into right center, just over Arion. Lane holds up wisely at second, as we've seen Ron make quite a few throws today. So Memo over to first and second after 2 outs. And Matty Toomey, who had the big throw to get the out at home, with a chance now to break this tie. Good strike to start it off there. Illegal pitch. That one hits the plate. Toomey checking with Oscar if it was okay on the height. Oscar says yes. Toomey hits that one into center. Brewer chasing it back, makes the catch for out number 3. So runner in scoring position, but nothing doing. Once again, seems to be the tale of the tape as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Still tied at 0. BTA coming up. So Oscar corralling the troops. Pito pulls out his phone and says, "We got time." So it's going to be Brew, Tommy, and Dre here for BTA. Bottom 4. Yeah, Lee Reeder correct on Facebook. Excellent defensive game tonight. Brewer hits that to third, just under Memo's hands, kicks off the foot. Tyler gets it into second. A bit of a worm burner, but a good throw nonetheless. Gets it in quickly. There's a leadoff single for Brewer. Yeah, he hit that one hard. Tough play regardless, even though it was right at Memo. Washington flips that one in to right, just in front of Toomey. Toomey high to second. Throws to Nate, just over Lane. So first and second now, nobody out. It's like the announcer's jinx. You mentioned the good defensive game and then a ball under the hands, 2 runners on, nobody out. Happened once at Whitewater in college. We were doing a Final Four game, and one of our point guards had made 25 in a row. As Dre hits this one to deep right, ranging back, quick throw into second. Brew's going to stop at third. So good job by Toomey to get it in quickly. But he had made 25 in a row. He was on the verge of setting some sort of NCAA, I believe, Division III record, and then of course myself and my partner Lane decided to talk about it, and he ended up missing the next 2. So the announcer's jinx is real, folks. So first and third here, 1 out. Cap up to the plate. Very close stance. Got the hand wiggle. Hits that one. Ooh, right at Lane, but tailing away. Neiman couldn't do anything with it. The ball slightly kicked by Wind in center. The throw comes home. Kulaga can't corral it. Tommy scores. Cap stops halfway between second and third. And just like that, BTA puts 2 on the board. Shavante Samuels breaks this one open. Lance hyping up Cap over to the left, just off screen. Jake up here with 1 out. Runner on second. Takes 2 quick strikes from CJ, unfazed. Illegal pitch there. Fastball there. Jake hits that to the first base side, over the base, but foul. So strike 3, and Cap goes back. Good break there. 4 iron. Speaking of 4 iron, I saw our guy Butter golfed under his age today. Pretty impressive as that one hit to Wind in center, but BTA strikes first. before the third out. They get 2 on the board after 4. Iron chasing 2 coming up.
They're all using your bat?
Seeing about maybe 4 of them.
Taking all the magic out.
So here for Iron in the top of the 5th, it's going to be Mark, Joe, and Nick. You probably heard it on the field, Mike, but Wes said, got to get him to stop using my bat, man. They're using up all the magic. Mark hits that one right at cap. Perfect positioning. Didn't even have to move for out number 1. So you can see Joe with the wrap on the right leg. Hits that one to left. Oscar said 0-2, 1-1, and both times Joe goes, what are you talking about? It was 1 pitch. He confirms with Lance. There's a ball. Joe hammers this one to deep right. Ron backpedaling, stops, makes the catch. So 2 down here, and if you're on the Iron sideline, you'd hate to see 3 up, 3 down after giving up 2. So Nick Wind looking to avoid just that. Takes a strike. Touches some dirt. Illegal pitch there. Landed perfectly in the zone, but just a bit too high. Wind hammers this one into center. Brew freezes, steps back, little hop and a catch. So 3 up, 3 down for Iron. So BTA brings 2 across. In the bottom of the 4th and the top of the 5th, Iron unable to answer. We head to the bottom 5. BTA up 2-0. So BTA looking to add here. They're going to start with Lance and back to the top with Ron and Lil B. CJ makes the play there on the grounder, pitcher to pitcher for out number 1. Pretty sure my buddy Brian just texted me a picture of an ultrasound, so I'm going to guess that unless it's some really clever Photoshop, him and his lovely wife Alyssa have a special announcement, so congratulations, brother. So Ron, the leadoff hitter here, takes a strike. Hits that one over between the shortstop and short center fielder. Nate and Lane couldn't do anything with it. 1 out single there from Ron. Lil B hits that one to Chapo. Chapo thought about second. You can hear him grunting, a little dissatisfied with his decision. Ultimately, likely the right decision. 4-3 for out number 2. Would have been a difficult play at second, and any longer of a hesitation likely would have made it a difficult play at first. So Wes up with a runner in scoring position, 2 outs, bottom 5. Wes hits that one just off the line, fair into right. Wes around second, he's going to hold. The throw goes into second. Ron around to score. And that's a 2-out double to give BTA another tally. So Brew up, 2 down. Blackwell running for West at second. Brewer hits that one over to Lane, tips it to himself for out number 3, but BTA gets another one on after 5. They're up 3-0. Iron coming up, top 6. So here for Iron, they've got 10, 1, 2, CJ, Tyler, Nate. Chasing 3 right now, looking to get anything going. Good spot to be in right now. Top of the lineup after CJ. CJ hits that one foul to the left side. There you can see an umpire assaulting the batter. Couple of beefy slaps in the shoulder. CJ takes a strike. 2 strikes here from Elbow. CJ hits that one up the middle to Samuels. Cap fires to first for the out. There's a strike.
Let him reload.
Tyler hits that one back to Lance. Easy play over to first. So a quick 2 up, 2 down. Wes says you looked a little scared on that one. Lance confidently shakes his head no. There's a strike. Nice pitch there. Inside pitch turned on, but Blackwell right there to make the catch. And once again, 3 up, 3 down. Nothing doing for this Iron squad. We head to the bottom of the 6th. BTA up 3. And there you have the wild call of the Oscar. All right, let's go. So it's going to be Tommy, Dre, and Cap here for BTA. Bottom 6. Looking to add to the 3-0 lead right now. With the way the Iron offense has been going, a 3-run lead. Feels fairly comfortable. Washington starts off with a single. But the true reality is 3 runs never safe in 16-inch softball, and we've seen Iron put some big innings together before. They're going to have to do the same here tonight. BTA looking to make the climb just a little bit more uphill as Dre floats that one into center. So first and second now, nobody out. Cap hits that one over to short. Nate can't make the catch. Big turn from Tommy. He's in to score easy. And that's one where right through the shortstop's hands, and then it leads to much bigger things. First and second, BTA with another run on the board, and here's Jake. Kicked away. Tyler tried to get to it. Jake hits one on the infield, popped over. Chapo calling off. Joe makes the catch, throws into third. Memo with it. Perfect throw from Chapo. So pop out for the first out. Strike one there from CJ. Pop fly from Arion into right. Dre deking from second. Throw goes back into lane. Good look there. Almost had him on the backdoor throw. So Lance hitting again. Rolls that one over to Chapo. Chapo with it. Good hustle from elbow, but Chapo with a clean throw over. BTA gets another one. They're up 4-0. Irons got their last wraps. So here for Iron top 7, it's Chapo, Lane, and Memo. Looking ahead to next week's broadcasts. On Monday, June 17th, we'll be back live with Circus versus March at 6:45, and then Hex versus Circus at 8. Feels like Iron and Circus. We've done a lot of Iron and Circus games over here. Strike 2 there. Chapo hits this one into left at the feet of Blackwell. Blackwell drops down and makes the catch. Looks like he took that one off the gut. So fly out to left for the first out. Here's Lane. hits this one over to Tommy, ranging to his left. Double bobble, can't make the play, so Lane over at first, giving a little bit of hope to the Iron sideline. Memo Morales stepping in right now. Had that ball go off his hands over at third, started the scoring for BTA. We've seen this dude drive some balls, has an opportunity right here to at least make things interesting. Just missed. Memo hits that one high into right center. Brewer over. So 2 down here, and Toomey is the last hope. BTA up 4-zip right now. Toomey hits that one into center, tailing back towards Brewer, a few steps over, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So after 5 scoreless innings, BTA puts 4 on the board. They're victorious in this one, 4-0. So we saw BTA twice, victorious against Impact and Iron. They take 2 tonight on a hot Wednesday evening. We want to thank all of you for joining us here tonight live from the Park District of Forest Park, Field 1, our Wednesday men's Major League Softball broadcast. We'll be back here next Monday, June 17th with Circus and March, followed by Circus and Hex. Want to thank you all for joining us here live at the park. It was a beautiful evening. You are all awesome, and I can't wait to see you next week.